And the governance of Kashmir, or maybe even the lines that separate the different, is that up for negotiations in such conversations?
No, because Kashmir is part of India. No country negotiates a part of its territory. So for us, Kashmir is part of India. There is one segment of Kashmir which is today under occupation of Pakistan illegally since 1947-48. So we are, we would like to discuss with them when they propose to leave that part and hand
There's
it back.
no magic role Mr. Trump can play here.
It is something between us and the Pakistanis.
Now, his rationale in offering seems to be, if you put aside those conflicts, he doesn't like conflicts, you can get rich together. To what extent does the situation on the border with Pakistan, but also with China, hold you back economically?
Well, it's a very interesting question which you are asking me as a European. Because
I am.
No, I'll tell you why I find it interesting. Because I think this part of the world is waking up to what it means if you have not given full attention to your security requirements. Okay? Our security challenges were far more threatening than yours. So we had to prioritize security. So, you don't choose between security and economic prosperity. Today you are realizing that. They are part of the same coin.
So my question is naive.
You cannot. No, I think your question comes out of your historical experience. Your historical experience has been that after the Second World War and certainly after 1991-92, you had the good fortune of enjoying a very favorable geopolitical circumstance. And that has conditioned you to think that is a normal. My situation is I didn't have that situation. I've had, difficult neighbors, Pakistan and China especially. I've had a continuing problem of terrorism from Pakistan. So I've always had to deal with a degree of realism, with a very harsh world, very nasty world, which I think Europeans were insulated from. So I'm not accusing you of naivety. I'm just saying that your situation was different from mine, but you are today going through a reality check in your own way. I've grown up with that reality over almost 8 decades. So for me, it's not a choice between, if you are dealing with your security, does it come at the cost of your progress? I mean, defending your country and your territory is the first duty of any government, any people.
Yeah.
So I think that will obviously get priority. Yeah. But we are confident. Look, at the end of the day, growth comes from strong fundamentals. Fine, I mean, we've had whatever we've had, the conflict over the last few weeks. But I think, the fundamentals of India's growth, the fact that today we are heading to be a $4 trillion economy, we have, as I say, we are in a bandwidth of 6 to 8% growth rate for decades ahead of us. We have very sound demographics in our favor. We are today actually, if you look at the infrastructure growth in India, which has made it so much easier to do business. If you look at the manufacturing, I think, I frankly am quite bullish about our economic prospects. I don't think meeting a national security challenge undermines my economic progress. My economic progress is based on the fact that today, I have a strong economy, a talented pool out there to draw from. Strategic autonomy, but also the ability to attract multiple partners.
Yeah. Is that and then we're nearing the end of this interview, I'm afraid, but is this something that Europe or the Netherlands should learn from India to balance this security need with economic growth?
I don't think you need to learn from India. I think that realism is upon you already.
Yeah.
It is your situation. It's, my situation cannot be transposed to you. You have your own security challenges. Look, you had a situation where between your security needs, your trade needs, your energy needs, Europe thought it had optimized the world.
Yeah.
Okay? Between an American relationship, a Russian relationship, and a China relationship. Today, there are stresses on all three fronts. Okay? That is your situation. You have to discover an answer to your problem through your situation. Mm-hmm. I've always had a much more a challenging environment in which to operate. But what is important, because I think this is part of the reason I'm here. Look, at the end of the day, there are certain fundamental beliefs for which we need to stand together if we have that belief. For me, terrorism, standing up to terrorism, having zero tolerance for terrorism is a very important part of what we are. I must say we were very appreciative of the very clear stance that we got from the Dutch government, mm-hmm. that Netherlands, from the time Pelgam happened, I mean even today, I saw understanding about our policy of zero tolerance for terrorism. I think I see with many partners an understanding that we have the right to protect our people and to defend our people. Mm-hmm. I do see a better future, a closer future between us, where a Europe and a Netherlands, which is in a way standing and thinking much more autonomously mm-hmm. For its own interests, finds a reason or finds a virtue or finds a benefit in working with another big center, you can say, India, which also has an independent policy, and we can figure out how this supports each other.
Too many questions left, but if I may ask one, maybe a slightly more personal question. Mm-hmm. Why, after this flare-up of hostilities with Pakistan, why in this change, why do you, if you like, keep silent for so long? Why is this one of the rare interviews you are giving? Why choose to communicate now?
No, I've not been silent for very long. I had a job to do. I had a job to do at home. We were in the middle of a very serious conflict. When that happens, normally you are very disciplined about your communications. Mm-hmm. So at that time, we had a communication system. So we had a set of spokespersons who were mandated to speak about it. I'm talking to you because I'm in the Netherlands, So when I go to Denmark and Germany and wherever else I go, it's my job as a foreign minister to communicate.
I hope you enjoy your stay in the Netherlands. Thank you.
Great pleasure.